It's a pleasure to have you here, Miklós. You are the chairman of the CPAC Hungary.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you for this opportunity to be here. What is so special this year in regards to the previous ones?
From a global perspective, is that we do cover with CPAC Hungary all of the continents of the planet. So CPAC Hungary really became a global but anti-globalist event, and also a movement. It's CPAC Hungary, the event itself, it's only 2 days, but it continues to operate between two CPACs. But that's the global perspective. We do have more than 3,000 attendees, around 600 international guests from all over the world, from South America, from Israel, from Australia, from North America, Europe, etc. From a European perspective, and I think that's the important part for you, is that we built up the ever largest coalition of common sense forces of Europe.
Okay.
And by that I mean, at CPAC Hungary 2025, we had the leaders of the European Patriots, we had the leaders of the European Conservatives, and we had the leaders of the European Sovereignists.
Yeah.
Alice Weidel just took the stage today,
yes,
and delivered her incredible speech.
That was the first time that she attended CPAC, right?
True, true.
And how come? I mean, why didn't
because
you invite her in the previous ones, and why now the decision to let her in?
Hungary is a small country. And we are trying to do our job to become the real engines,
Yes.
of this, how can I call that? The counter-revolution of common sense. And we, of course, we work on a step-by-step basis. It's the 4th CPAC so far. And every and each year, we were able to do something new, to add something to the event of the previous year. And now, thanks to God, we reached the phase when we were able to secure or to guarantee this platform for all of the, here I would say right-wing groups, but it's not the good term, for the common sense groups of European party politics. The Patriots, the Conservatives, and the Sovereignists. I think we realized that not only our cherished values are at stake, God, homeland, and the family, but we do face the very same globalist threat in Europe. In France, in Germany, in Austria, in Poland, they want to cancel the common sense, the right wing, the patriot, the conservative forces, and they are doing the very same in Hungary as well. They are trying to undermine the country's sovereignty. They are trying to intervene to Hungarian domestic politics, and they would like to see, instead of the current sovereignist government, they would like to see a globalist government promoting migration, promoting gender insanity, promoting open borders, and promoting the war, and promoting the accelerated accession of Ukraine. We Hungarian conservatives oppose that globalist agenda.
So you said there are also in Hungary let's say sorry. So you face difficulties also in Hungary with this cultural war, I would say. Even
yes.
Is that the reason maybe why we have a different location now than the previous?
No, Hungary. No. It's no. Behind that, there is a totally a technical details, technical part. That venue was already rented.
Okay.
So it's a total no. Hungary is a no-vote zone. Hungary is a no-vote country. Hungary is no country for woke men. That's for sure. So there is no, by cancellation, sorry, I now understand your question.
Yeah.
By cancellation, I mean that the globalists, Brussels, the Open Society Foundation, the other globalist networks, now in cooperation with Kiev and Zelensky, they are trying to undermine the country's sovereignty using political blackmail, financial blackmail, and secret service tools. They are trying to withhold, not trying, they are withholding EU money, which is our money. They are withholding EU funds from Hungary just because we protect the children and just because we oppose the war in Ukraine and do not promote the accelerated accession of Ukraine to the European Union. There's a political witch hunt against Prime Minister Orbán there has been a political witch hunt against Prime Minister Orbán for 15 years because we oppose, migration, gender policies, warmongering, and all the other bullshit heavily promoted by Brussels officially. And what they are doing is that they do have their agents here, political agents. They do have, the Hungarian progressive NGOs, the progressive fake news media,
So
who are cooperating with Brussels and with this open society network. And by canceling the Hungarian right, I meant that they together, they are trying to undermine democracy here in Hungary as well. For example, with financing the Hungarian opposition, financing the Hungarian left with foreign money. That's a very clear attack against the leftist opposition. Yes. The Open Society Network, the USAID, and now those directly accessible EU funds from Brussels. They are financing the Hungarian left, the Hungarian leftist media, the Hungarian leftist NGOs. It's foreign money. It's not Hungarian money, it's foreign money, and they are using this money to launch and to wage heavy smear campaigns against Prime Minister Viktor Orbán and against the Hungarian right. That is what I meant by cancelling.
And now we heard that there's even one of the closest friends or one of the team of Orbán has now its own party. Is that a threat to Orbán?
Once again. No, rephrase the question. If I understand correctly.
There's a new party rising up, a conservative party.
Yes, the agent of Brussels.
You think they're also a proxy of Brussels?
It's not about what I think. It's about the facts. This guy, he was member of the Hungarian conservative political family.
Yes.
But it turned out that he was a traitor. And now he actively supports the agenda of Brussels. He joined the European People's Party, led by Manfred Weber, led by Ursula von der Leyen. You know the European People's Party?
Yes.
CDU, CSU.
Yes, of course.
It's not a right-wing group. It's a liberal, progressive, leftist group teaming up with the European Socialists, the European Greens, the European Communists. They would like to impose open borders to Hungary. They would like to impose gender policies, gender insanity to Hungary. They would like to get us supporting the war in Ukraine, and they are pushing us to support the accelerated accession of Ukraine to NATO. And this guy, this new guy, he shares the very same agenda. When he joined the European People's Party publicly, Manfred Weber told him, if you join the European People's Party, you should, support Europe, meaning support the federalization and centralization, and you should support Ukraine. Those were the cornerstones when this guy and his party joined EPP, so the Globalist network. And now the most, not surprising, the interesting part of the story is now they are cooperating with Kiev and with Zelensky and with Manfred Weber and with the Brussels deep state because we oppose the accession of Ukraine against the interests of Brussels and against the interest of Kiev. So now they are waging a never seen secret service operation against Hungary, using smear campaigns, fake news, anything you can imagine.
So back to CPAC and the organization you are the chairman of. one question I think in Germany and in Europe rises, especially from the left. How do you finance yourself?
We never, you know, let me give you the big picture.
Yeah.
The left tries to convince the public that they are the independents, they are the neutrals, you know, they are the guys who are totally objective, investigative journalism,
Yes.
independent think tanks, etc. Why the right? Those are politicals. Those are they do have ideology. We don't. We are liberals. We are neutral. And it always turns out that no, because we say at the center, at CPAC Hungary, we say that yes, we are conservatives. Yes, we are right-wingers. Yes, we are patriots. And we do have partners. We do have partners like foundations, conservative foundations, who are supporting us. We never hidden that fact. On the other side, in Hungary, in Germany, all over Europe, those, you know, independent media outlets, they are financed by the Open Society Network. Or, as it turned out a few months ago, they were financed by USAID money. The Hungarian leftist media received tens of millions of US taxpayer money in order to wage a political witch hunt and smear campaigns against the Hungarian right. They are talking about financial issues, really, but they got their money from Biden and George Soros and from Manfred Weber.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a joke.
So what's the future of CPAC Hungary? This year there's another one in Poland.
There was another one.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy that our Polish friends
is it now a competitor to you?
No. Look, I think one of the key to our success, one of the key element to the global but anti-globalist cooperation of the right is to concentrate on what connects us instead of concentrating on what divides us. And I joined CPAC Poland a few days ago. I was there.
Okay.
Because they do have a very crucial presidential race, and they have the presidential elections on this Sunday. I was extremely happy that they established CPAC Poland, and I was extremely happy that they became the part of the CPAC family. And you should know, if it comes to CPAC Hungary, that it's, as I mentioned, maybe it's not only a two-day event. It operates between two CPACs. The personal friendships and relationships that are established here are developing between two CPACs. And we are active at the international level between two CPACs as well. So we build on this cooperation in the forthcoming 1 year at every and each conference and every and each tour at abroad, etc. So it's not only a conference, it's becoming a living network, and I do hope so that there will be a CPAC Hungary next year as well.
And one last question is, yours, I would say, a national party, a conservative party, or let's say a movement. Do you need this international support, and how do the people, the Hungarian people, see that? I mean, does it help to have international support?
Yes, because the experience, what I try to describe you,
yeah.
the experience of the Hungarian conservative right-wing common sense voters,
yeah.
daily experience, that they see that the enemy, the left, the liberals, the progressives, the Greens, the commies, the neo-Marxists, they do have a very strong international network, and they are financed also, as I mentioned, internationally. And the goal we have in order to fight that globalist network is to build up our own conservative network, not financially, don't misunderstand me.
Is it kind of
politically.
A show of force, let's say?
Sorry?
Is it kind of a show of force? Say, okay, we are not alone?
Yes, exactly. If your voters
yeah.
but see you, that although you're fighting for your cause, you're alone against the tide, they will get, frightened. They will feel, oh, we are alone. But if they see that no, you're not alone, you have all of the conservative right-wingers, patriots, sovereignists all over the world, from Chile, from Argentina, from the Trumpist movement in the US, from Western Europe, from Australia, from India, from Lebanon. That will make you stronger, and not only stronger, but you will have the network, the friends, whom you can call, whom you can send the email, whom you can team up if there is a smear campaign against you. So it's that's why when I said that CPAC Hungary is not only a 2-day long event, but every and each year developing bunch of connections and personal friendship. Because after CPAC, everyone will have a lot of new friends to whom they can reach out if it comes to a political issue. And that is what the globalists are doing for decades. Now we should do the same independently, in a very sovereign method, but together internationally.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.